Sit back and relax for an evening with the Thamesmen.
George.
Thanks. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. I'm, just had a good evening and happy to be doing this. So it's perfect.
Hello, everyone. You very luckily have stumbled upon the Thamesmen, so, your evening is set. I'm Alex. I'm in San Francisco.
I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
And we're the light budget. We are the low budget light entertainment reaction channel of shit TV. that would make a long T-shirt. So maybe we should just shrink it down.
Just Thamesmen.
Thamesmen. There you go. God, that's why you're in charge of marketing.
Exactly. We're doing so well after all. So yeah.
Right, everyone. This was mentioned to us that we should, you know who you are. We should cover this one. George, we're going to be doing Kashmir, Led Zeppelin.
But which one, though, sir? Which one?
Live from Celebration Day. So was that when they got back together recently, Celebration Day, and they did O2 or something?
Yeah. I've always loved Led Zeppelin. I mean, they are pretty freaking magic. And he says we're going to look at Kashmir, and it's just such a great track.
I also think it's got Jason Bonham, the son of John.
Already, okay, well that'd be good. All right.
Well, you freaking can't. I love the timing on Kashmir. I love that do and how it goes back. I love it. Let's do it, shall we?
Yeah, let's have a go. All right. Right.
3, 2, 1, boom.
perfect.
Oh my God, that was great.
Robert Plant, he is my hero, I think, you know?
We're going to have to go through all of them because I've got a lot to say on each of them. But Robert Plant, his voice is still magnificent.
It's so interesting, isn't it? It's so good what he does. I mean, I'm just thinking about that. Have you heard any of that stuff he did with, was it Alison Crowell or whatever it is?
Yeah, a little bit. I never cracked the album, The Crowds. I never cracked it.
I mean, that was huge. It did huge numbers. Yeah. And like the tour, apparently their tour is amazing. Like really, really good to see.
I know. I've got to go back and crack that album. But I mean, the notes he was hitting there and holding were just phenomenal.
And just like his sort of like the power of his voice, you know, he's a rock singer, you know, he's like, it doesn't fall apart, his voice, when he goes full power, you know what I mean? It's
absolutely brilliant. And then we switch over to John Paul Jones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the guy, he's, you know, classically trained and, you know, I think he snuck off at one point to go and teach music at Westminster or whatever, but, you know, he's a bass player and whatever, but there he is playing the keyboards. Playing the bass parts on the keyboards as well. And the timing of his right hand on that top keyboard and the string sounds, he was just the heart and soul of that whole song.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an anthem at that point. It's like some sort of epic piece, like a movie score or something. It's a brilliant sound as well.
Brilliant. And he was just phenomenal. With his strings, just took me off to the Middle East at some point. I was in the sand dunes, you know. I was in Kashmir. I do apologise.
Well, that's India, isn't it?
I know. So let's quickly go over
sand
India.
dunes in Kashmir?
Nitpicking. And let's swiftly go over to Jason Bonham.
Yeah. He's good. He was really pounding it out, and you know, brilliant. I think that's a great place for him to be. That's really good. You know, so.
He's not just a good drummer. He's a great drummer.
Yeah. That's great. It's great when it sort of follows the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's very cool. You know,
And then we go down, and then the man who wrote the riff himself. And I still with patience, I still listen to that riff, and I still how it goes round up the top. Half instead of, you know, half the beat and then down for half the beat on the next original bar chord, and then from the half beat up to the full beat on the next one. It still trips me up every time it goes around up the top. It'll trip you over and not resolve, and then resolve on the second chord.
Yeah, no, it's very clever, isn't it? It's like
really clever, and I think it's Gaddad tuning as well, so it's completely different tuning. Right. But the way it just trips over every time, and I've like you know, we've heard that song so many times. I still am mystified how he trips over the top and goes down the bottom. It's amazing.
Yeah. Now, what a combo! All of them together, though. It's like it is such a classic track, that, and brilliant. That was a great recommendation. Thank you. Brilliant. So
thank you very, very, very much. And you just kind of forget how good Zepp are, don't you?
I mean, Zepp, I think when they I can't remember the statistic, but like one of the best-selling bands in history or something. They had some crazy statistic where, they're way up there in the amount of albums or stuff they've sold compared to other bands out there. Huge numbers. So
but what I mean is that I played it to death when I was 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, I was just played, especially Led Zeppelin 3, I played to death. And then I kind of, you kind of move on because you've played them so much.
Yeah.
You kind of move on. But then you hear Kashmir like that again, which was a phenomenal live recording.
Yeah.
And then you're just, reintroduced to the magnificence of Led Zeppelin and why they're so good and revered.
I mean, I think I said to you that like back in the 90s, I was in Sao Paulo. I mentioned it on another video. And there's a No Quarter tour with Jimmy Page and Robert Plant. And they did a whole load of Zepp songs, obviously. And for me, it was one of the finest gigs I've ever been to. Just brilliant, great location, great crowd, a stadium in Brazil with I don't know, 70,000 screaming Brazilians. Fantastic. So good. Yeah, if I could ever get footage of that concert, I'd love to see it again.
I know you've been talking about it. You never found footage, so does it really exist?
Probably doesn't exist. No, maybe it's just my imagination.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And then you woke up in a hotel. All right, Wang or banger? Absolutely.
Banger. Yep.
Yeah, it's a Zeppelin banger.
Zeppelin banger. Oh, goes up like a Zeppelin, doesn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool that because who was it? Someone said, how do you think we're going to do something? I think at the bottom said you're going to go down like a Led Zeppelin.
A Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, they kept the name, so. Great. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Be well.
Excellent. Well, any other recommendations, please?
Yes.
Thank you. You've done us well, done us proud. While you're there, like, subscribe, Instagram, Patreon. Check us out, please. We love the support, love the comments, and thanks for being here.
Yeah. Okay, sorry to go on about it. If you want to see another Zepp track, which we will now do, we go down the comments. So if you like Zeppelin, just like it and then put the comment down there, which will be great.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you. That was fun. That was real fun. That's a great track. So good.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
Ciao. No sound effects. Dong, 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 dong.